Good afternoon, and nice to see so many interested, pleasing investor types out there, and hopefully you'll deem us worthy of your investment dollars as well. Umpires Media, sports rules in the palm of your hand. I'm an umpire. I'm also a cinematographer producer, and you see all these gray hairs. I've been all over the world shooting this and shooting that, but I brought my passion for sports, and in this particular case, baseball. Who out there in the crowd is a sports fan? Come on, we're all interested in sports in some fashion. So we're going to talk about baseball, but everything that I'm talking about today is replicable in all sports. So you're out there at AT&T Park or watching your local Little League, and I use that term generically, and you're watching something on the field and something happens, and sure enough, the manager or the Little League coach comes out and says, "What the heck?" and starts going at the umpire. Now, as an umpire, I can tell you, nobody understands the rules like us. So right now, we're going to show you how you can understand the rules. Just press it down. Umpires don't make questionable calls. You people think we make questionable calls, and the managers think we make questionable calls, but of course we don't. Coaches get caught off guard. They don't know what the hell's happening. And you know what else? The sports officials, the color commentators, they're always in their ear, "What happened? What happened?" And they need some producer there to look up the rule book. Well, I can tell you, and you just watched some of the solutions from the last panel about video, we're going to show you how to monetize video. Players want consistency, not so much in the strike zone because that's up to individual umpires' discretion. And spectators, you're sitting there, you're watching, you're not sure, what the heck happened? Now you're going to have it right there on your phone or your tablet. We're the first. Nobody else has done this. And we've been in the marketplace a number of years. We're the only ones doing it. Google sports rules. You go to Dr. Google and you're going to get a whole slew of this, that, or the other thing. Sometimes you're going to get to MLB. Occasionally, Umpires Media is going to come up there first. Go on. Look at, everybody's going to go to their phone and their tablet, sports rules, baseball rules. We have live action video examples. So can I have the iPad here, please, for the moment? You're going to get a chance to see it in action here. Can you go to the iPad for us, please? There's the rule book. There it is right there. There's the baseball rule book. It's in demo form now. But on Google Play is the full app. You can Google it, if you will. There's a rule. The video's running live, streaming. So when you're watching the game on TV, on your second or third screen, and we know kids today have 4 or 5 screens going, there it is. It'll play. It'll run. And of course, we have the full explanation with the rule reference. Back to the slide presentation for us, please. We've got an intuitive discussion forum. Well, what does that mean? People want to know the answers. We're going to have live tweeting, live umpires. Sometimes you think umpires are dead. For all sports, and we start with baseball. Now, baseball has a huge following. Here's your market size. Right here in the United States, there are 4 million umpires. Most of them have to recertify every year. Generally speaking, what they recertify on is, this is our countdown clock here. They recertify online. They get an online test, 25 questions, A, B, C, true or false. 35 million coaches and players. The virtual rule book, that's what we are, the virtual rule book. Hundreds of baseball associations, in fact, there's thousands of baseball associations. We're tied now into TeamSnap, which has 10 million users. 2 million of them are baseball users. So we're a user acquisition model right now. In-stadium provides in-stadium, literally in-stadium venue entertainment. You're watching on the video board, the top of the 3rd inning, you're going to watch one of our videos. The bottom of the 4th inning or the 5th inning, you're going to get the answer on your phone. We're the back-end supplier of that. TeamSnap, pilot partnership, we have 8 million users. They've just passed the 10 million users now. Here's our future. Baseball is played in 131 countries. China will be the biggest baseball playing nation, and every one of our rules will be translated into Spanish, Japanese, Russian. It's played everywhere. At the stadium. Think of all those touch points at the stadium, where you can be, how you're going to follow the rule. Right there up on the video board, you're going to follow the game, and you're going to get that live animated, live video action interpretation of the rule. Here's the business model, baseball video rule book. I want to show you that. Back to the iPad, please. Wrong one. This is now available on the Google Play Market. It will come up. Something happens at third base. It happened with the pitcher. Situation 3. There. You're going to find out immediately in the stands, at home, watching at your Little League field, and again, it's for every sport, every time. You're going to get that video rule. Back to the presentation, please. I see I'm running out of time here. Hopefully you're not going to. Under development, we have a freemium app called You Make the Call right now on iTunes. How are we going to make money? We have 5 different touch points, all using the same video. Subscription model, umpire recertification, in stadium. We take all of those 135 videos or 200 videos, depending on the sport, and we make a trivia app game with it. Here's our list of our people. We've got 6 people actually working with us. Time is running down. That's from one of our demo videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'd be love to take questions here from the panel, of course, and I'll be out there at my booth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Do you have plans to extend this to other sports, especially something like golf, where the rules
Absolutely.
are really
Now, I'm not a
complicated?
golfer. I'm the Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Golf is a walk in the park wreck. But I understand a few of you people play it. China will be the biggest nation involved in every sport, as you guys know. I mean, it's also going to be the biggest English-speaking nation. There are 118 million people who play baseball in China right now, and we know that from our affiliation from Penn State Sports Marketing.
So as a Giants fan who struggles to get my European husband to appreciate the beauty of the sport,
Yes.
I can see the importance of your product. Tell us about market size.
Market size. Well, right here we'll talk about baseball. Baseball has 4 million umpires. They all need to recertify, generally speaking, once a year. Now, as I said, generally speaking, you'll get an online course or quiz test from your local baseball association. Questions online. Are you going to learn as an umpire or as a sports official more with a video presentation of those rules, and you're going to retain that knowledge? Right now, we're training baseball umpires with Baseball Canada, naturally from Canada, and we were having deep discussions with Baseball USA. 131 baseball associations, including the IABF, based in the Netherlands. They're using our rules as well. We've just come back from Florida to shoot. We've got the whole baseball rule book now in post-production. It's
So
a
can you
huge
give
market.
that market size in dollar form?
Oh, it's hundreds of millions of dollars just in baseball. And when you can imagine when you start adding up the sponsorship opportunities, there are 120 million tickets sold to professional baseball in the United States. 120 million tickets. Every one of those people in general is going to be interested in some form. The app is free. We're in a user acquisition mode right now. The more users, the more opportunities to cross-reference those with sponsors. I hope I've addressed that. Sir, you have a question?
I love your presentation, and I think I will be one of your customers.
Oh,
of this
that'd
product.
be great. You heard it. You heard it right here.
So very interesting. But I was hoping that you will, expand it to more sports,
Absolutely.
particularly those sports with complicated rules, like baseball, which you can
Well-
never understand. And I know
Cricket.
yeah, cricket and
Cricket is actually bigger and more popular than
Told you.
right
soccer.
in India.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what we're doing here now, I would be remiss if one of my engineering advisors here, we create the digital loading dock and kick it out. Our IP is the platform. Now, I heard you ask, what is the protection? Well, anybody can go out and take their handy cam and shoot the rules.
Did you hear me in here talking about that?
But you were talking about protecting there. It's the IP. It's the plumbing.
I'm having a hard time wrapping my arm around the defensibility part, i.e. if I was able to, let's say, get a video camera that might be around somewhere and go and videotape this. What would prevent ESPN from realizing that this is a good business and starting that?
Well, somebody at ESPN would have to say, who's going to appropriate $500,000 to $1 million in production? So we're gonna say-
That's not highly defensive.
No, it's not. It's not. But then you have to find the motivated producer at ESPN who's not already complicated with a lot of other projects on their hand to say, you know what, this is okay, but Americans are great at this. Let's buy those guys instead of creating it on our own. And we're the first in the marketplace. We're already doing it now. So anybody who's interested in buying me, you know, meet me outside there.
Wonderful. Love to see you come some the rule books in water polo as well. As a
Thank you.
water polo dad, I still having trouble to understand the rules, even though I've been involved in 6
Come
years.
see me. I'll be happy to give you a little treatise on it. Thank you very much.
Great.
I
Thank you,
appreciate your
David.
time. Thank you.